I think I may have just saw the worst Deltarune video ever. This is the worst one ever. Worser than Fennec Fox when chapter 3 and 4 came out. Now, Mr.Feedlestick, you're a woke liberal feminist. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, we all know about Deltarune chapter 5. Just released recently, and I think it's pretty good. I liked it. It's like the best chapter so far. Right, but I just know that the chapter right after is gonna be amazing, even better than it. Yeah, but a YouTuber by the name of Howard Blast says otherwise, and originally I thought it was gonna be for like the same old reasons, like a lot of other people who hate chapter 5 do. And I can't blame those people, right? Like if you were expecting more reveals, then yeah, right, I can see that, right? But they didn't do this, alright? They didn't do what this guy did. And originally, I didn't watch his video to the fullest, because all I did was just scroll through. I was like, wow. But I didn't want to feel like I didn't engage with this video. So I made sure to watch it to the fullest. Just so I could know how bad it was. To make sure that I wasn't being lied to. Alright, so I engaged with this video for your sakes. And it's even worse than I imagined. Now, I have actually watched this guy's YouTube channel before, alright? The first video I saw of this guy's channel was his proto-rune theory. It didn't really make that much sense to me. Alright, it really didn't. But that's just a theory, alright? Right, a lot of theories have been disproven. People will, have accepted that. But this guy, I guess he just can't fucking accept it. Because he can't. He's too darn egotistical. Let me just show you, alright? Mr.Feedlestick, the woke liberal feminist, just show you what the heck this guy's thinks. Because it's really interesting. Alright, so here's this little Twink's YouTube channel, alright? Here it is, alright? Now you see, as you can see, oh yeah, I also watched that video. Anyways. Wait, no, that is, wait, no, that's it, okay, yeah. So, like I said, I watched his channel before, right? And, he this isn't the first video where he's egotistical, right? It's just the one where he's the most. It's just the one where he's the most. But, you might not realize it at first if you're, just casually watching and not, maybe you're watching it in the background while you're doing, I don't know, dishes or whatever normal people do that I don't, because I'm not normal. Yeah. He makes some high quality videos, he's not one of those slop creators. Yeah. But let me just wait, but then you have his reply right here, his notice, this is directed towards a few. And by that he means literally everyone who has ever commented on this video. I really like this one right here. My guy, there are still 2 more chapters left. The game isn't finished, because, his whole entire video, it's just, my God. Anyways, but let's just read this. Let's read this. Notice reply stream coming in 3-ish days. That night. They're simply too much for me to just type out at this point. Although I'll be responding in text with you. Thanks for commenting. Then engage the vid. Unfortunately, a lot of people didn't actually watch the video. I'd say a lot of people did watch the video. But, I can see why the comments made them not want to watch the video. But when at the 5-minute mark you start talking about rewriting Deltarune chapter 5, I feel like they don't have to watch the video to know that it's bad. Because, well, I wouldn't. And I originally didn't. But, I had to watch the video. And, yeah. Anyways. A lot of people didn't actually watch the video and are merely influenced by the comments that also didn't engage the vid because I'm getting a storm of comments saying things that flat out 180 degrees contradict what I actually say in the video. No, they do not. At least in the stream, I'll be able to fully elaborate on my points. And why didn't you elaborate on them in the video? There are essentially infinite ways writing can be improved. True. It's the nature of the medium. True. What I provided is an arbitrary chosen solution. You really didn't make it seem like that, alright? Especially since you say that you are a better writer than Toby, alright? It's not meant to be the way Deltarune should have been. I'm not upset about my theory. You basically just pissed your pants and threw a tantrum over it. But Chapter 5 made me way more confident in most of Prototoon theory. Really? Because it disproved it and, come on, man. To a point where I was shocked. I wanted to be proven wrong. It's more fun that way. And, yeah, it is fun when a theory is proven wrong. But you didn't accept that it was proven wrong. I praised a lot of things about Chapter 5 in this video. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Hey. Because, Chapter 5 was, just, pretty damn fucking fun. Shit. So, it's hard not to, even when you have a lot of dislikes about it. And, yeah, he did. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people mention that in the comments. When there's other things, mainly regarding your egotisticalness and your generic rewrites, it's, you really do have to gloss over it. Because that's not the most important thing. If you think I glossed over something important, please elaborate on how it functions in the story and which of my points it contradicts and how. I still think Toby is one of the greatest creators we have in the West, even though you say that he doesn't know how to structure a story, which shouldn't apply to... unless you're just referring to his other works, but then you're saying that he doesn't know how to structure a story? Please do not feel the need to defend Toby's honor. I get it. It lowers the reputation of the community to be too defensive. I suggest not doing this. This is a discussion about writing. Feel free to discuss any aspects, but I am only going to be discussing strictly the storytelling when replying. Lastly, but perhaps most importantly, I understand Deltarune can almost certainly will deliver a lot in the last 2 chapters. Yeah, they will. And I am here for it. However, a lot of the moves in Chapter 5 will result in permanent scarring to aspects for now. Well, at least you say for now. But, when the beginning of this video, you say that you're done, that you no longer believe in Deltarune, that's hard to believe. A non-exhaustive list of things that can't be recovered, barring doing something incredibly unconventional and meta that would risk subverting the entire story as it is now up to now. Susie's psychological complexity, there simply wasn't enough on display in this chapter. Really? In this chapter, and it leaked all the tension with her character as a result. She can return to better characterization after, but it will always be carrying the burden of Chapter 4's tension, no longer elegantly transferring over. The complex entanglement of Carol, Chris, Noelle, and Susie, and Asgore. These 5 had an incredibly complex web of friction set up in Chapter 4. Asgore detached himself from it entirely. Chris held their status quo to a natural level. Carol was absent Noelle and Susie advance their relationship largely uninterrupted. This tension from chapter 4 is not ruined by a long shot, which, is true, but I don't think any tension was ruined. I mean, well, it's meant to be a breather, Well, but it's not forced to be greatly simplified from what was suggested, which is the big idea I'm getting at in general. Not ruined, just disappointingly simplified. Huh. That's odd. The complexity of your choice don't matter as a motif fuck. In particular, in regards to sparing versus fighting, despite Flowey's fight being amazing, it was really good. Orange Soul was fucking fun. In isolation, the theme was rehashed over and over all chapter in a way that leaks tension. Every time the medic round is retreated, it reduces the possibility of how that theme can be developed in the future because of the nature of tension and release. You can't release the same tension more than once. You have to generate new tension. Tension can't be generated out of ideas that were already established. Yes, it can. It can. I'm pretty sure it can. And unless, of course, I misunderstood something about, the concept of tension in writing, I'm pretty sure it can. Let's just read some of his reply comments. Why are you so pretentious? Genuinely, it's a shame that your game will probably flop because of your ego isn't in check. The whole you can't criticize me for being for being a douche because then you're criticizing Toby Fox is so laughable because all it is from you is a deflection. So much potential squandered with 2 comics. Yeah. This is literally what he does. Because I do understand a lot of your points, but promoting your own game right after some unprecedented attacks on Chapter 5 is, or at least feels very egotistical. And I feel like a lot of your criticism fall completely foul. That there are still 2 more chapters that haven't released. Criticizing an unfinished game for not bringing up a plot point very well just sounds a tad dense. No, it is. And this guy is this guy is unbelievably egotistical. I watched some of his other videos waiting for the punchline or the dramatic twist, and it just never came. The guy is completely full of himself and thinks he can make games better than actual established game devs, which is theoretical unreleased product, while simultaneously begging for money. He thinks he solved the story by snowballing his own unconfirmed ideas over and over again with minimal actual logical analysis. He also demands that people recognize him for it. It's clear that the only thing that actually matters to him is clout. Yeah. This is basically his clout. Like he wants. I feel like this video is meant, get clicks and with how many views it got, yeah, like he wanted to promote his game more than actually, trying to make Chapter 5 better. I was going to just let it all go. Then this video popped up into my feed with this nonsense and got me to the point where where I'm just dropping this and blocking the fucking channel to the limit. YouTube actually lets you do that. It's just anyone else who runs into this drivel will do the same. Oh my god. Of course he is full of himself. Of course he is doing everything to promote his work. If he didn't fully believe in his own creation, why should anyone else? If he didn't self-promote to an embarrassing degree, he would be letting his baby die. I am so sorry for my dyslexia, but I can't fucking read. Undertale was a very satisfying story. I would expect you to explain more than just take a cheap shot at Undertale. The fix is very fanficky, lol. The way you are working on Chapter 5 If it would become chapter 7, wow, can't even just type in definitely. You gotta use abbreviations. Wow. I'll elaborate on that in stream. So, not proper grammar either. But I also don't exactly think people who regularly read books to find it controversial to say Undertale isn't what you expect out of a professional written story. Make America great again. Zodiacs, I'm a new fan of your channel and only watched 2 of your videos, including this one and Proto-Tune Theory. And I've been really wondering to what kind of studies have you done to achieve this level of story writing and fictional build-up. I'm really amazed at how you can go so in depth to your game, and even more so Deltarune. I've not read the aforementioned visual novels, but it's definitely something I'll check out. Other than that, thank you for the great video analysis. I hope I can someday reach this level of writing as well. This guy, I don't believe in this guy. This is a fucking old account. It says 9 years ago. And then you go to this guy's channel. Where does it? Hold on, wait. You go to this guy's channel. Fuck. I did it before. 9 years ago. Hold on. Because no, this guy cannot be that. No, I don't believe someone can be that dumb. Oh yeah, this is what back when I didn't watch the full video. You know, I would play the video, but I'm afraid of getting striked by this guy. And also I don't have my recording. Like if I play this video, you're not gonna hear any audio. I don't think you will, at least. So yeah, I only have my microphone audio turned on, but I don't believe this is. He also has it like, well, if someone's glazing him, then yeah. In general analysis, absolutely every story from it. Okay, I don't want to read all of this. Just reply on it. Okay, will I? Huh. Yeah, this seems very suspicious. I might. Maybe I'm like looking too deep into that comment, but you know, I just don't believe that someone really. Yeah, no. Anyway, yeah. A reply stream, as in multiple hours of replying to YouTube comments. I get that your aim was to create a literary discussion, but like, don't you have, you know, a game to finish? He doesn't care about that. He just cares about the attention. Like, dude, if I spent as much time as you do chasing the tail of discourse for the sake of discourse, I'd still be on my first project too, lol. Whatever you think of Toby now, please do take a hint from him, the way he approaches social media, and cut the crap a bit, especially because you're doing yourself no favors in terms of actual credibility. Nobody will think more of you for what you say or think. Think only what you actually ship. Yeah. Maybe, you know, I was really expecting more people to reply to the Storm guy who might just be an alt account. Because I don't believe, I'm looking. You know, that's just not true. And it's 9 years, I know. No, not all accounts are going to be joining at the same time. But, you know, this is the fact that he doesn't actually talk about what he says in the video and just talks about how he's very good at fictional build-up and doesn't, you know, elaborate on what exactly he does. So, you know, that's why it's suspicious. Because, like, he's not... I may have found something new. How long? I've been fucking... I did not get to the comment that I wanted to read yet. You know, here's the really. Oh, this is all just fucking good right here. Here it says you replied to this. That's all he has to say, I guess. Because he doesn't have the ability to actually consider what they say. So yeah, I'm really wondering what he's gonna do for the reply stream. I wonder if he'll reply to this video. Yeah, where's the comment that I wanted to find? Oh yeah, Susie's just happy to be the hero. Did you play the game at all? Asgore's just made it at. It's just my fucking dyslexia. Asgore's just mad at Fountain. His whole thing is that he's mad at himself. That's not even subtext. That's just text. Rouse is conflicted by his seemingly set free. It clearly has nothing to do with the Fountains. That's also just text. Toby didn't rehash the ideas. He elaborated on them, focused on them in a different light, developed the characters so much more than the previous chapters could have, just based on the intro alone. I genuinely don't think you paid actual attention to the story. He didn't. He really didn't. This is a classic case of not getting what you expected and not liking what you got because of it. Yeah, this is why a lot of people didn't like chapters. They were expecting lore reveals, right? This guy was so delusional that he was expecting his proto-rune theory to be canon, right? And when I okay, so he has something talking about the weird route, and it's literally just him talking about his proto-rune theory about how the soul was going to go back to Des. Bud, that's not even rewriting. That's just putting your ideas, your theory into the story without actually going off the lore that was established, all right? This guy's really, well, at least for the weird, really used his proto-rune theory. He can't accept that it's wrong. He can't. Chapter 5 was easily the most impactful. Yeah, it was. A lot of people really, there's just so much character. Trans Rouse. I still haven't found that theory. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got some more quotes. My God. Anyways, but, we have some more quotes. Because, remember, I can't. There's no audio. And there's a fucking ad. Yeah, so, anyways, as a storyteller, I will tell you right now, Toby does not know how to design and structure the story, nor deliver payoffs. Proceeds to describe the most mid-chapter 6 fanfic I've ever heard. Get your ego in check, dude. Oh, he replied. What does he say? You're getting your 5s and 6 mixed up, my dude. Dude, wow. Yeah, go watch. Even you think you said something genius, all right? But look at that. Know what? You're right. Wait, know what? You're right. Your chapter 5 fixes rushed drama forward so much that I could only make sense of them in the context of chapter 6. Turns out that you're an even worse storyteller than I thought. Yeah, you can't even understand a comment. You can't. Come on. Come on, man. You can't. You fail. I wonder what he's gonna say about me. I wonder what he's gonna say, because I'm not doing the best job at talking about everything. It's it's just the theory. Oh no, this guy's just talking about how isn't it? Because it's intentionally made this way. And it is meant to distract you from the plot. That's the whole. That's that. I feel like to understand just how bad this video is, you have to watch this video and you have to have good reading comprehension. And, comprehend what you're listening to. So, you don't seem like the Stormfall guy. If that guy's even real. Anyway, but I can't find it. I can't find. Okay, 11 minutes in, and all I heard was, how dare Toby not follow the vision I had for the game? Look at how everyone, as in theory, is disappointed. You could always clean your ears out. But is that supposed to be clever? You could open your eyes to the real world. Everyone's just destroying him. The comment literally said something I strictly did not say. I said Deltarune only made me more confident in my theories, meaning it's very much following my vision. It's not, though. It's not following. Sure, dude, and in Chapter 6, both Des and Gaster will appear and tell us about how the real Deltarune was the friends inside us all along. Now please tell us about how cool and awesome and better your game that was released is. This is how many comments are on here? How do you check that? How do you check how many comments? No, it's right here. I can't even read all of these if I want. But nobody, except for that maybe fake account guy. But nobody agrees with you. Nobody agrees with you. Nobody agrees with you. Me, a child, has better literary comprehension than you. And I know what Chapter 5 was meant for. And I didn't even when I watched your Deltarune theory, I still didn't get what the fuck you were trying to do. And you think you're basically, I feel like a lot of your replies to people are trying to gaslight some people to think like, oh yeah, no, that's not what I meant. That's exactly what you meant. Alright? You're trying to use context to your advantage because you fucking fucked up. Because you're not right. You're not right. You just aren't right. Now, you see, I definitely did a lot more reading of his comments than, I like to, but, his comments just say so much about the video that's basically the entire summary itself of the video. Alright? Alright, so, it might not be the best choice, but, they explained it perfectly. It really shows you just how egotistical the guy is, right? I don't know who the heck he thinks he is, but he's not that guy, all right? And whatever this anime nun game is gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be successful. Like maybe if he just didn't make this video, or he didn't say that he was a better writer than Toby, he would have at least get enough donations on his Kickstarter for this game. But even if people didn't see this video, it would probably still do bad. All right, critically, because I don't believe in the story. But like this guy, he's a fanfic, all right. He's not a good one either. All right? He's no Undertale Yellow. All right, I don't know. What do you think he can do? All right, like, come on. If you don't want people to think that you're, that you are better than Toby 5, like, if you don't want people to think that this video is meant, to be what Chapter 5 should be, maybe don't promote your anime nun game, your pathetic anime nun game. Say that you're a better writer in the game, because then that's gonna make me think that's what you're trying, make people think. Imagine if I tried promoting Star Team at the end of every video I made. I don't. Want to know why? Because I expect you to watch the video that did promote Star Team. If you guys don't, but, that's aside the point. But yeah, this guy. I don't even know what else to say. Go watch his video. Go read the comments. Go do that, because I don't want to talk about it anymore. Because it's just too bad. It's too bad. So yeah, I'm Mr.Feedlestick, your woke liberal feminist. I'm back in NC, and I'm out.